He only spotted the wreckage of a disguised aircraft, and immediately realized his squad could be in serious trouble. The moment he heard the explosion, he rushed toward his team without hesitation. Because the aircraft wreckage was supposed to be their target, what the squad was looking at now was likely a trap. The team members also sensed that something was wrong. An explosion of such tremendous power had failed to leave even the slightest mark on the object. Just as everyone was wondering what was happening, under the stunned gaze of the squad, the object slowly began to rise. When the dust finally settled, they could clearly see that it was a giant steel mech. The faint red glow shining from it looked incredibly dangerous. Suddenly, the mech fired a wide sweep of blue scanning beams. The beams passed over every person present. After the blue scan was complete, the mech emitted a red beam. It landed on the soldier standing closest to it. The mech immediately began attacking everything in sight. The earlier blue scan had been used to identify targets. Explosions roared and flames erupted everywhere. As the mech advanced under overwhelming firepower, everyone sprinted into the forest. Even then, the danger behind them refused to let up. When they finally emerged from the woods, they were confronted by a nearly vertical cliff. There was no way forward. Then a sharp metallic sound came from behind them. A small spherical object traced an arc through the air and landed at their feet. Everyone froze in confusion. The blast sent the entire squad tumbling off the cliff. Fortunately, there was a steep slope below, but the incline was so sharp that they could not control themselves as they slid downward. Some were unlucky enough to crash into tree stumps. Others slammed into rocks. Even the luckiest among them were badly shaken. At last, everyone reached the bottom. Jack, soldier number 81, was the first to get back on his feet. As he looked around at his injured comrades struggling on the ground, it felt as though something had struck him hard in the chest. He forcefully straightened his broken finger. The pain snapped him back to reality. The cries of wounded soldiers echoed around him. Jack quickly covered one soldier's mouth. The mech had not left yet. Any loud noise might draw it back. Then they noticed soldier number 57. A wooden stake had pierced through his shoulder. Jack and number 109 worked together to pull it out. After helping number 57, Jack went to check on the sergeant. One of the sergeant's legs was broken, and he could no longer walk. Jack quickly dragged him against the mountainside and treated his injuries. Then he asked where the communications specialist was. Number 60 had fallen into the river. Number 13 had been taken out by the mech. Several members of the demolition team had also been lost during the attack. Jack immediately got moving. A cliff still blocked the path ahead. Restoring communications had become the top priority. Without wasting a second, he stripped off his heavy gear and ran back. At the top of the cliff lay the comrades who had not managed to escape. There was no time to grieve. Jack returned to the place where the mech had first appeared. The area was in ruins. Fallen soldiers were scattered everywhere. The communications equipment had been completely destroyed. Suddenly, Jack spotted a wounded teammate. Just as he moved to help him, the massive mech appeared once again. Its attention was fixed directly on the injured soldier. After every attack, the mech conducted another scan to confirm the result. It left no chance for survival. Fortunately, the mech never noticed Jack. Taking advantage of the opportunity, he retraced his route and ran back. When he reached the others, he discovered that number 57 had not survived. But there was no time to mourn. The mech would catch up soon. Everyone had to get to the bottom of the canyon as quickly as possible.